DC's heroes are in crisis. Hey, fellow comic book fans. Today we're talking about Heroes in Crisis #1. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please be sure to do so. Alright, Dave, Heroes in Crisis #1. Things are not looking good.
Well, there's a lot going on here, a lot to unpack. I mean, one of the things that we discover are heroes that maybe we're not that familiar with, like Blue Jay and Hotspot and Arsenal, who are basically talking about their therapy sessions, basically.
Yeah.
About the trouble that they're having being a hero, their self-doubts and control issues and things like that. And then we have mixed in with that to what I would consider some of the more problematic characters in the DC universe, Harley Quinn and Booster Gold, basically trying to kill each other. Which is a phenomenal battle that goes all over the place. And then we discovered that the Sanctuary, which was designed to treat heroes in crisis, suffering from all the traumatic experiences that they are bound to be exposed to or go through, Sanctuary is gone. It's been attacked, and some even more familiar characters are dead.
Yeah, and with that, now we're really going to get into the spoilers. So if you haven't read the comic book and do want to, please read it before you watch the rest of the video. If you've already read it, you're good to go. So yeah, Dave, like you said, we do have some, I don't know if we'd call them A-list, but at least B-list or A- list characters.
People who've been around a while that have plenty of backstory.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Wally West Flash.
Exactly, yeah.
He is someone that was just killed. Arsenal is killed at the Sanctuary, and we don't know who did this. And while we have this investigation going on, we get, reality television style confession room tapes, where we get to hear from Booster Gold and Harley Quinn and Blue Jay, talking about, like you said, Dave, like their therapy sessions. We get a little peek into their psyche. While that's going on, we have Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, the Trinity, showing up to investigate what's going on at the Sanctuary. And if that wasn't enough, we have Harley Quinn and Booster Gold essentially fighting to the death. A fight that starts in a diner, nonetheless, and quickly escalates, and the two of them are, fighting high above the diner. This was just very intense. This was an extreme, a pretty extreme start, I think, for what seems like is going to be a promising series here.
Yeah, I think that we're opening up something that'll be pretty impressive. And it's a story that has Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman together in a way that's believable. I can really see them struggle through this investigation, because each of them have their own trauma that they probably need to work through or have had to work through. So their connection to the Sanctuary is implied, but I think that'll be revealed as we go through the series as well.
Yeah, definitely. As we go on, I think we're gonna have some of those, a glimpse at Batman's session and Superman and Wonder Woman, their sessions. And I just think that it's always interesting when we get to see these larger than life characters in vulnerable states. Just before, we had started recording here, we were talking about one of the alternate covers and for the issue. And the alternate cover has a picture, I think it's like the news article, right? From when Superman died. It's a photograph, death of Superman, clipped to, it looks like it's some sort of news article or something.
Well, I think his psychological folder from his time at the Sanctuary.
Like his case file. Yeah, exactly. So it's just interesting, this is something where we all know, okay, Superman died, quote unquote died, came back. but how did that affect him? You know, how does that, you know, what has he had to work through? What was it like to die for Superman? Not just as like Clark Kent the man, you know, what was it like to be a hero that, you know, failed to that degree? You know, this is something that I think readers have not necessarily glossed over, but we don't necessarily focus on. We don't ever stop to say, wait a second, how would what just happened, you know, impact this character? And I think a lot of times that's the case because writers for quite some time haven't really focused on any sort of impact. You know, it's been adventure after adventure or case after case. That's it. And now we're getting a little bit more. We're getting glimpses behind the scenes. We're getting to peek into these characters' psyches, and I think now's the perfect time for Heroes in Crisis. Yeah, so that is Heroes in Crisis #1 from DC. So let us know what you think about Heroes in Crisis #1. If you read it, are you going to read it? What do you think about superheroes dealing with issues or, you know, having PTSD from their, you know, various battles and adventures? Let us know in the comments. Like the video. If you haven't already subscribed, please be sure to do so. And as always, check out thebrazenbull.com for more great comic book content. Until next time.
Bye.